Circular saw is a versatile tool for making cross cuts, bevel cuts, and rip cuts in both hardwoods and plywood. We're going to talk a little bit about the saws that are available and some of the jobs that they're best for. We're going to talk about size, power, and some of the features to look for if you're considering a saw for yourself. The three main sizes of saws are the 5.5, 6.5, and the 7.25. We'll talk about the 5.5 first. The size of the saw is determined by the size of the blade. So this is a 5.5-inch diameter blade. It has depth of cut just thick enough to go through a 2x4. It is a light duty saw, and so it's great for projects around the house like trim work, small fence, or planter boxes, things like that. So even though the 5.5 saw has the smallest depth of cut of the three, it can still do framing lumber like a 4x4. What you can do is mark your lines around 4x4 and then use that same square as a guide to make those cuts. Rotate the piece each time, and then eventually you'll get through it. So the next saw we're going to talk about is the 6.5-inch. So it's a good mid-range powered saw. It's got a depth of cut of just over 2 inches, so it's great for framing material. The nice thing about it is the base plate is large enough that it'll fit a number of accessories and upgrades that are available for making even better cuts. So the next one we're going to talk about is the big one. This is the 7.25-inch. This is the work all day long type of saw. It's got a depth of cut just over 2.5 inches, so it can go through most framing material. It's great for projects like big additions, decks, or a garage. Again, with the size of the base plate, it's great for the accessories that are available for it, which allow you to do even finer projects like furniture and veneered plywoods. Another consideration other than size is power. Basically, corded versus cordless. Corded tools have been around for a long time, and you get a high quality tool at an affordable price. The benefit of a corded tool is you have endless power as long as you have an extension cord and a power source nearby. Another power option is going with cordless. It has all the same features as corded, but without being tethered. They are a little more expensive, but most manufacturers sell just tools that you can use with an existing battery platform. So the last thing I want to talk about are some of the features that we look for in a quality saw. The first being a large, flat base. It creates a flat platform for. The last thing I want to talk about are some of the features that we look for in a quality saw. The first being a large, flat base. It creates a stable platform for stable cuts. The next thing I want to talk about are clear, legible cut indicators. We have 0 and 45 for bevel cuts. They're clear and easy to read. The next is the bevel adjustment knob. It's large, easy to grab and turn with a clear, legible angle indicator there. Another is a large lever for adjusting the blade depth, easy to turn. This is a great feature that I really like on circular saws is a dust collection port. It really picks up a lot of the offshoot chips. And then another thing to consider is the weight. If it's a saw that you're going to be using for long periods of time, weight can be a factor. So select a saw that's not only fits your budget, but the size and type of projects that you like to work on.